Hi guys, let me know if you can hear and see me clearly, please. Hi Gabriella, hi Lena, hi Alina. Welcome guys. Guys, please let me know if you can hear and see me clearly, please. Thank you, Lena. Just checking my messages to see if anybody's trying to um, hi Chris. Hi Dariana. Hi Happy. Welcome guys. Hi Dunia. Hi Deandre. How are you all doing? I hope everyone's doing good. It's been a little bit crazy. I don't know how you all are feeling with all the energies and everything. Hello, Mariana. Hello, guys. I know there's new people on our live tonight, and I know there's many who have joined our group. Welcome, guys. I'm happy you have joined, and I hope you will stay the course. The goal for the group is to connect and come together. There is quite a lot of separation right now with everyone who's waking up. We all have our own platforms, we all have our own channels, and we have all these different things that we're doing. But the goal, guys, is to come together, because this is staying separate will not help us accomplish what we're here to do, isn't it? We're here to, as a collective, work together so that we can get to that state where everybody is flowing with the love light, positive energy. So this is why we have the group, and I've invited many people to join, and I've added more people as friends, so that I can connect to these beings as well. Hi Martin, welcome. So today I want to talk about something before we get started with the healing, something that was brought to my attention. So this is a little bit different. There's a couple different things about this. So we all have, hi Kelly, welcome honey. We all have this idea of what evil is, and we all see it in different ways, okay? Um, but right now, a lot of us are going through the dark night of the soul, or the shadow work, right? We're all doing that. A lot of us are being pushed into that state where we are really deep in our shadow work, and it's coming up in such a way that it makes us question everything. We all get into a state of, um, you know, am I doing this right? What is it that's being triggered? What do I need healed? What do I need to release? And how do I integrate and come to a state of where you are saying, now this I let go, it doesn't serve me anymore, and I let go and I release it, and get to a state where you don't have to now think of that because you released it, right? But when you're deep in the shadow work, guys, remember, we have had so many lifetimes on this planet that we call Gaia, and we have had many lifetimes and many life forms in many different dimensions. And I'd explain to you what dimensions were in one of my videos, but basically there's a whole bunch of us who've come here for a reason, right? And then there's those who have, reincarnated. It's like the 144,144 who birth as so many beings, right? This is how we get to this almost 8 billion population on this earth. So what I'm getting at is that not every life we have had has been a life where we were a good person. Okay. So we have had lives where we have done wrong, where we might have been an evil person, where we might have been conniving, where we might have done something bad, okay? And I'm not saying just past lives, even this life, right? I mean, all of us experience all these different emotions, and we go through this different times in our lives. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is something that comes up when we do shadow work. So there is the evil dark that we don't, lower realms, we don't go there, okay? That's separate. This stuff is about us as individuals. So I don't know about you, but I have gone through, being here where I am right now, I have gone through many different stages in my life when I was upset at someone, I was jealous of someone, I felt jealous because of certain reasons. I felt sometimes I felt hurt because it wasn't happening the way I wanted it to happen, and you tend to wish something bad on that person, or you just feel like, why do they have this, or why are they like this and I'm like not like this, or they shouldn't have this, or whatever the thing is, right? We all are experiencing these different emotions. So what I'm getting at is that yes, we have come to this place where we are coming to understand, know the truth and all that, but when it comes to doing shadow work, guys, this stuff comes up. This people that we are, this individual, the trait, the evil within us, or the trait that is the negative stuff, right? That being comes up, right? And you have to at that point say, okay, yes, accept that that is part of you. It was someone that you were or have been, and you have to accept that you are not perfect, in the sense that you said something mean, or you meant something bad for someone. Like, just giving example, the way things have happened the last, this year and last year, right? And that many people are on different paths, different level of understanding things, different level of relating to things, and everyone has their opinion about the jab, and about the flu and all that stuff, right? So it came to a point, and division has been what has been used to control us, to dominate and separate us, right? So this is what was happening, isn't it? Because there were some that are for the jab, others are not for the jab. Some believe a certain thing, others believe a certain thing. So even within a family, you had situations, and even now I know people who have situations where if you're not following and complying, okay, because it is complying, right? If you're not complying, you're a bad person, and then the way they approach you is in a negative way, isn't it? And then we, on the other hand, some of us can handle this and see it and say, okay, wish you luck and flood you with good, golden love light, and hope you get to where you need to get to. But there are times when some of us also go and say, hell with you, and I don't want to deal with you, and I don't want you near me, and we'll be mean, and we'll do that. Remember, every emotion that we are experiencing and we are expressing, this is where the thing is, reacting and expressing. I'm not saying that everyone has to be, perfect, that you cannot express. That's not the idea here, but it's the way we react, right? And that is the part, guys. Remember, this is what we are collecting as our Akashic records, isn't it? This is Akasha. You're walking, right, through it, and it's experiencing past lives and this life all together. This is what we are going through right now. Okay, so it's not just this life. What is being triggered in this life has come from past lives as well. All right, so you're not just experiencing whatever is being triggered and brought up is also something that you needed cleared from past lives that is being brought up, right? So many times I get told certain things, and then I'm sitting and I'm like, was I part of this mess? Because look around, right? It's a mess, isn't it a mess, right? So, you sit and ask, was I part of this mess? Did I create this mess? And you always want to hear, no, you were not. Isn't that what we want to hear? That no, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, right? But think about it. Really think about it. How many of us have consented to so many things without awareness? We have been part of this, isn't it? Every time you agree to something, every time you agree to using some products, every time you agree to buying something that is not good, every time you agree to, spend your money for something that was made of animal skin, animal fur, cosmetics, all these fashionable things, everything, isn't it? Aren't you all part of this? So without awareness, we have consented to a lot of things, and some things with awareness. With awareness, we have decided to ignore, and in the name of fashion, in the name of following a trend, in the name of the doctors telling me this is good for me, in the name of nutritionists telling you you need this for your body, in the name of all these different things, we have agreed that these industries, organizations, all the big wigs, right? All the big companies that manufacture things and sell to us, we have told them it's okay, continue doing that because I will spend my money there. I will come to your store. I will come and sit and stand in a line for your products. Isn't that what we have done? So when we say, are we perfect? No. When we say, have we been part of this mess? And we don't want to hear a yes, but we have been part of it. So we have to change so much, guys. Do you understand? Do you understand? And I'm not saying it's going to be overnight changes, but small changes have to happen for us to understand how we can live in harmony with everything. Everything. Who are we? Who are we to decide the fate of anyone or anything that was created by creation and not us? What gives us the right? We come here completely naked. And we live here with very little. And the only reason I'm saying this is because we are dressed when we are buried or, cremated. We have some clothes on us. But if you really think about it, could you take anything you have with you right now? Could you take any of it with you? Even if they buried it with you, there's no way for you to bring it to the other side. No way. So remember that all the stuff that we have consented to, all the stuff that we have agreed to, how is it affecting where it's coming from? How is it affecting that? And it's funny because we have been conditioned to believe so many things. We need this for our bodies, we need this, we should have that, we should have this. But if you really think about it, guys, this is a very recent thing, isn't it? I mean, before, like in the 50s, and if you go back, even 40s, 30s, 1800s, 1700s, life was simpler, things were less wasted. A lot of the stuff we have now is, I mean, look at, we hoard things. We have so much more than we need, and yet we are not wanting to share. Isn't that how we are? We think twice if we are to help someone, or if somebody needs help. We think twice about, oh, do I want to give that person money, or they need money. If you ask somebody for donation, they will not talk to you. This has happened many times. Isn't that isn't that what happens? You ask somebody for a donation for something, and it can be a good thing. I'm not saying this bad things that you donate for, but I'm just saying generally, like if you ask somebody to help you, or this is where we need to change, isn't it? This is where we need to. So all this stuff that comes up when you do shadow work, always ask why you're being shown something, or why are you triggered by watching something, or what has triggered you, and what is the reason for it, and what you need to do with it. And if you need to release, you need to get to a state of neutrality at the end of it all. You need to see all this, because unless we feel it here, okay, unless we feel the pain here of all of nature, unless we connect to it from here, we can never be a change. We can never be the beings we need to be. How can you walk next to a lion without fearing it and without it fearing you? How can you do that? It is called trust. The trust has been lost, isn't it, from all of creation. Think about it. There's not a thing on this earth that is not messed with. Everything is messed with. From the belly of earth all the way to the top. Okay? Everything has been messed with. Anything we humans can use, we will destroy to use. Only because we want lifestyle. We want a certain way of living. We want, So this is something that we have to work on. This is the evil in us. Okay, this is who we need to change. And another thing I wanted to bring up was, some of it is like this. Okay, guys? For an example, if you were brought up really terribly badly as a child, what I mean is violence. You experience violence. You experience really terrible things, right? A lot of the times those kids are very disturbed and grow up into adults who will end up committing crimes. This evil that they are doing as young adults or adults, or even as children, right, is coming from the abuse that they experienced. So these people, are they evil? No, but what they experience has turned them into beings who will easily do something wrong to another being, because it's almost like revenge. Like, I didn't have it, so why should you? And this can be anyone. Even parents can treat you badly because they didn't have a good childhood. They can't see themselves. They can't see another being happy, even if it's their own child. They can't handle that. So they will mistreat that child to the point where the child doesn't even understand why it's being mistreated, because the child doesn't know anything. Children are like animals, sentient beings who do not have a voice, guys. And their hearts are so full of love that even after being abused, beaten, and all kinds of bad things are done to them, they'll still love the parents. They'll still love their family. This is what this is. So understand that when somebody is done bad, or they've turned into a criminal, they have a story that has led them to this. Now, there's also those who will experience a bad childhood and come into adulthood and say, you know what? I am not going to be that being. I am not going to let that happen to me, my children, my family. So you get either side of things can happen, right? But this is what I'm saying, is that the evil is not just, yes, there is that, and we, like I said, we don't go there, okay? That stuff we stay away from. But this, what we need to change, because if we are bringing a new earth into being, guys, and you cannot be kind to somebody you don't know, or your neighbor, or your family member, if you cannot be kind to them, there's no way you're going to be kind to someone you don't know, or to animals. So if something is going on in your family where you're being separated for some reason or the other, I want you to ask yourself. Do not go talking to other people in your family saying, what have you done wrong, or what have you done, what are you doing right, or what is it, Don't. I want you to ask yourself, where can I change so this relationship I'm having that's going wrong can change? Where can I change? Because don't we always blame the other person? Don't we always say, man, this, they treat me like this, they don't talk to me, they're like this, I don't want to be here. This is not the kind of family life I want. I'm being burdened by this, I'm being done by this. And another thing I ask you guys, be kind to your parents. Please, I don't care what kind of a situation you are in right now, currently. And yes, if your parents were beings who really mistreated you and abused you and stuff like that, I understand. You don't even need to talk to them, please. You don't need to do that, okay? You can clear that stuff by writing it in a paper and burning it, all right? You can, that kind of trauma I'm not talking about. But if you're living with your parents and you know that there is stuff going wrong, I ask that you be kind, because when you were little, most parents are very kind beings, and most of them brought you up really, really well. And they had so much patience. You fell down, they picked you up, they said, try again. You fell down, they picked you up, and they said, try again. You fell off the bike, they said, don't worry, kiss the boo-boo and put you back on the bike and said, try again, right? When it's their turn, when they're older and it's their turn, guys, don't turn away from them. It is so important. Without them, you would not be here, isn't it? And this is continuation of humanity. Okay? This is how humanity continues from parents to children to parents to children, isn't it? So please, always, always be there for them. This is something that's huge that needs to change as well, where we have to understand, as we are getting older and we are getting to a place where we are watching the older generation ahead of us is disappearing. Let's not watch them just disappear, guys. Sit with them, talk to them, listen to the stories. There's so much to learn from them. So much is being taken away. When they pass away, that knowledge goes with them. The reason all the indigenous people were being massacred, guys, is because of that knowledge. And this knowledge the elderly hold within them. If you can't sit with your grandparents and say, how was it when you were younger? What did you guys do? There's so much to learn from them. It is so important that we don't let that stuff just slip away. Isn't that what we are going back to when we get to the truth of it? All of it, think of it. When we come to the realization of who we are, where are we going? We're going back to the source. The source of everything. And the source of everything is knowledge, guys. And we are going back to that, isn't it? Holistic medications. Holistic, isn't it? This past year has taught us a lot of things. A lot of things. So remember, all the history, all the stuff they have right now is not important. What is important is that knowledge that they held and they hold. We still have the elderly that have the knowledge. We can still salvage so much of it, and there's so much out there you can learn from. So many old scriptures and stuff. Especially, I know that the Vedas and Puranas and the Ayurvedic knowledge for holistic medicine. I mean, there's so much out there that you can learn. This is where we're going back, isn't it? We are folding, guys. Okay, we are folding the old and the new, and we are meeting. So as we return back to the old, we're also bringing the new with us. It's not that technology is going to disappear. No, we'll still have all those things, but we are integrating the old with it this time to make sure that everyone is on the same page, that we don't get messed with again. That all the artificial nonsense that's been introduced into our lives, into our existence, we can get rid of. I told you guys the other day I was at the grocery store, and when I'm buying things, I try to buy organic, but there are times there isn't organic. And that moment when I just looked around, I looked around the entire produce section that I was standing in, and I'm standing there and I'm thinking, everything got poisoned? Everything. Hormones, pesticides, herbicides, right? What else? GMO. Can you imagine that you are the creator and you're standing there looking at all of it and thinking to yourself, this stuff that I give, that is nourishment for the human and all of creation, because a lot of the stuff we eat, animals eat as well, is nourishment. All of it got poisoned. It was such a sad feeling. It hit home that there is very little, when grown the right way, that you can actually put in your body and know that you got nourished. This is why the disease, this is why so many of us fall apart towards the end of our lives. The older we get, the more the problems, because over time it builds up in your body, and then your body decides it's had enough. So time to reverse it, guys. Time to reverse it. Go back to nature, okay, and eat that which is organic. Isn't that what we're going to? The organic timelines, the organic everything. There is a reason for it, isn't it? So I just wanted to bring this, talk about this. So remember, let's change so that we can make those little changes where we say, okay, no, you know what, I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to only buy this. I'm going to support those who are actually growing for our benefit and our health. I am not going to waste my money at the doctors who are pushing the medications. I'll go to somebody who's holistic and knows what is good for my body. Change your lifestyles, guys. Remember, small changes give us the results we want, isn't it? Over a period of time, you will see how much your body appreciates what you're doing for it. So important. Lily, so sorry for that, sweetie. I know it's hard when you lose parents, especially mothers. It's like, oh my goodness. But dads too. I mean, I'm not saying it's always hard losing parents, always hard losing loved ones. Yes, Rose, I know. It's like aisle after aisle of stuff that we don't need in our bodies, isn't it? And guys, it's not, it is hard to do overnight change. I mean, some people do that. They go cold turkey and they go, you know what? Enough. But what I realized is it's not for everyone. So what I suggest is small changes. Go look around your house, every room, see what can go away. What can you get rid of that you don't need, or what is there that has sat there just because, right? Start decluttering. You declutter your house, you declutter your body, you declutter your lifestyle. You got to start, somewhere, right? So this is how it happens. And what I noticed also is that the more I declutter, the better I feel. Okay, the more I declutter, the more I want to go through again and go through and find more things I can give away. you know I mean, you don't have to throw it out. There are people who don't have anything, so I usually will post it and say, hey, I have this stuff, anybody can use it. you know and you'll be surprised, there's always someone who can use something that you have that you don't need anymore. So, and the same with lifestyle, food, your way of dressing, the way you do things, everything. I mean, it makes a big difference. I will tell you, there's so many who come to me for healings and tell me, oh, my child does not get away from the computer, does not move from their phone, they're constantly playing games, they'll not even like look up. They don't even move for hours to eat or drink or anything. They just, everything happens right where they're sitting, and they will not move. Do you understand? Lifestyle change. When you change something, and you are a parent and you're changing the stuff in the home, now you are affecting everyone, and you can slowly change the way your children do things. you know it's so hard right now with technology, the way things are. It's so hard to get the kids away from their phones, away from their computers. It is so hard because they're so used to just being stuck to it. But if we as parents decide, hey, you know what? Sunday is the outdoor day. We do not sit in the house. Nobody sits in the house. So nobody gets an option, right? Everybody has to do the same thing. In the evenings, we all do this, board games, right? So you're not sitting on the phone or sitting watching TV or whatever the heck it is, right? Creative things, because these things are the ones we used to do before that were taken away every time something new got introduced. Another outdoor stuff went away, another fun thing with the family went away, because guess what? Everybody does individual stuff. One's watching something, one's playing something, somebody's doing something else, somebody's doing something else. It's called separation. Divide, control, and rule, guys. We cannot allow that. It's time for change. Then we need to make the effort. We need to introduce that change within our families, within our surroundings. If it's, your family is a small unit, but you have uncles, aunts, and you have cousins and all this stuff, do it so it affects everyone. Change needs to happen everywhere. So, it's everyone's effort coming together, and everyone is saying, yes, we're waking up, we have this change, we have this, that, and everything. But how is it going to happen, guys? How is it going to happen? We all need to come together, isn't it? Separate things don't work. Staying apart from each other, yes, agreeing to it, meeting like this on a live and never really seeing each other. I know that we are coming from all parts of the world, but you know that they're like-minded people in your area and around you. We all need to kind of, in a way, connect so that we can create these communities that we're looking for. So we can create, the kind of change we want, isn't it? And yeah, it's big. I mean, it's huge considering the amount of population we have, and considering how far apart some of us are. But still, it's always an effort, on everyone's part to kind of figure out a way to connect with like-minded people. I was watching a video yesterday of JCK, and that thing hit home because I'm going through the same thing she's going through. And Inichi was talking about this, the same thing, that we need to connect, because what it is power in numbers, guys. If something we are not okay with, but it is being enforced and we are complying just because, it doesn't solve the problem, isn't it? So this is where, and I am part of a lot of groups, and I actually have my own group too, where I post stuff, where everyone is connecting. And actually, here in my where we are in Massachusetts, there are parents who are actually making small schools now, where they'll have the school in, somebody has a good sized house, or they have a building, where they're able to do this, and they invite the parents, some who can teach, some who can watch the children, some who can play with the children outdoors, some will teach certain subjects. So they're doing this because they don't want to comply, they don't want to be forced into anything. This is how we start doing small communities. This is how we get together and we find like-minded people, and we put together situations where we can say, okay, you know what, we'll have this. So this is what's happening, and this is what needs to happen. This is how you collapse systems, guys. This is how we collapse the school system, isn't it? Because we don't want to comply. You know that every school is getting millions of dollars just to comply, so that they can force those masks on the kids, so that they can force the jabs on the kids. Every school that complies is given funds, free funds. This is why they comply. This is why they're forcing it on the kids. There is no logic. There is absolutely no logic in what they're doing, right? And we know that the jabs are not something we should be taking. So, the whole thing is just about controlling, isn't it? And it comes down to health. And children are the future of humanity. So who do you attack first? They're trying to decrease the population. This is how they're trying to do it. So it is very important that, if you guys, any of you are in a situation like that, where you're a parent and, you're put in a situation where you're being forced to comply, and if you're able to, I know there are many kids who are just going for it. They don't even want to listen to the parents. Trust me, I'm one of them. I know. Okay. And then you have a spouse who's agreeing with the child, and you can't make a decision because you're not, it's not a joint decision. This is a situation that's for many parents right now, where one is on one side, the other on the other side. So yes, you can flow with it like I am, because I will not allow it to be any of our reality. I don't care if my kid is at school being made to do whatever. I have taught her that if she's able to put the thing down enough so she's able to breathe, so she does, she does just that. She goes, Mom, if I see someone coming towards me, I'll just look down so they can't see if I have it up my nose or not, right? So these are the kind of things. Now, I know that many kids are against it. The parents don't feel good about it either. The thing with this is, if you get enough parents to disagree with the complying, then you have you can just say enough of this. But if you don't, then yes, you're going to have a situation where they're going to wait. Like my kids' school, they're like, oh, we're going to wait when the kids, 80% of the kids are jabbed, then it should be fine. And I looked at the guy that I was talking to, and I said, doesn't it just sound so stupid? I'm like, you're wearing this thing on your face. As soon as you get in the cafeteria, you're allowed to take it off, and everyone is everywhere. Okay, a cafeteria is full of kids, and you are okay because why? And the guy's like, I know, I know what you're saying. I'm like, yeah, you do, but nobody's fighting. Like, the teachers are okay with it. I'm just like, oh my goodness. But anyway, this is, the kind of situation we're dealing with right now. And the way I did it, I had a couple of weeks where I was really upset about it. And then I came to a neutral state where I was like, you know what? I'm going to do what I can to keep my kid healthy because she decided she wanted to go to school. I have homeschooled her until now. This is the first year she's going to school, okay? And what a time to go to school, right? It was like, talk about the worst time to go to school. But she decided she wanted to go to school, and the father agreed, and I was against it. And of course, she won, and he was supporting her fully through it. So she's at school. I said, okay, then you have to do what I ask. If you're going to go to school, you do it my way. So she has a regime she follows every single day. And I flood her with love light. I make sure her toroidal, field is completely flooded with golden love light. And that's how I send her to school. And I explode her school with golden love light. I shield everything. I do what I need to do. I have told myself our reality is staying in the golden love light, and that's how we do it. So this is, it's everybody has the concerns, and I think it's also, it really is your mindset too, guys. Just know that your thoughts are creating you every now. And I will tell you this, I know this so damn well because this is how it is with my thoughts. Okay, I get fed both. So when I get a negative thought in my head, I say, that is not my thought. You take it wherever you want to take it. It's not staying in my head. Because, when you're channeling, you get all kinds of weird nonsense going on in the head, right? And so this is what happens when I'm like, I'm doing my stuff. All of a sudden, it's like constant repeating of something. And I will just be like, wait, what? And then I'll be like, well, listen, okay, this is my mind. You take your thought and go somewhere else. Same with music. They'll put a bloody song in my head, and the song is playing and is playing and is playing, and I'll be like, you know what? You want to listen to that song? Take your radio somewhere else. Not in my mind. Because it literally is that, guys. And you can separate, you can discern which is yours and which is somebody else feeding it to you. That is mind control. You do not allow that. Because through mind control is where the fear gets created, where the control gets created, where you beat yourself into a pulp. You tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. That is mind control. How can you be in your sovereign state of being if you're constantly beating yourself down? If you're constantly being negative about everything around you and everyone around you, how can you? You can't, because totally you're in a state where you can be controlled, isn't it? Isn't that how it works? So remember not to be controlled. If you feel like you're channeling like that, and you're getting all this nonsense happening, you just gotta tell them, take it somewhere else. It's not yours. It's my mind. I close all mental channels. Okay? Only with permission can they channel through. So remember that this is what mind control is. A lot of people can't differentiate because they're just thinking it's my thoughts, my thoughts, my thoughts. No, they're not your thoughts, guys. Your thoughts are very different from the ones you're being fed. And continuous repetition of something will make you believe it. Remember that. Continuously feeding you with negative stuff, that negative thought will become a reality for you. This is why when people are suicidal and they are continuously hearing, you can't do this, you have to die, you can't do this, you have to die, you're not good enough, you're not this, you're not this, you're not this. This is how people get controlled through their mind, and this is how some people will end their life, because this is constantly in their head. It's being played over and over, and they're like, it's like they're going crazy. And you hear people say they're schizophrenic, right? This is what this is. It is very important, guys. And especially if you know someone and they're saying that they're suicidal, this. Man, you want to stay with that person and you want to get them out of that state of being. You need to get them out of it, because I'm telling you, it is literally that. It's continuous feeding of negative stuff in the head. Hi, Jeanette. I hope I'm saying that correctly. That's a very pretty name. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm going to get you guys ready for a healing. Guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to type away. And those of you who are new and doing this for the first time, guys, lay down for the healing if you can. Healing takes between 10 and 15 minutes, maybe 20. I should say 15 and 20 minutes sometimes. During the healing, if you get triggered, please flow with it. Whatever emotions come up, flow with that, okay? Wow, that's really tough, Kelly. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. That is really, really, really hard. Nice to meet you too, and Jeanette. Thank you so much, honey. So if you hear me crying, guys, I am doing the same thing. I heal everything. Okay, I'm here to heal all of creation. So a lot of the stuff will come through me, and it's just like releasing for the Creator Mother. Okay, so if you hear me crying, just know that I'm okay. All right, you do not need to hear or see me during the healing, so I suggest you put your phones away. If you have a smartwatch, take it off, please. If you have a Fitbit on, please take it off. I don't want no artificial intelligence interfering with the healing. Okay, so please don't wear those things. I actually recommend that you don't wear them. This is because I do actually work in the cell phone industry, and I know how much radiation and how it is very easy for the dark energies to attach through the technology they have. So this is why I ask that you guys don't wear those things. I know it's a fashionable thing, like I said, consenting without awareness. This is how we do this stuff. Anyway, oof. Kat, yes, we're gonna heal you, honey, and please send me a one-on-one. Just send me a private message so we can do a one-on-one healing as well. Okay. After I'm done healing, guys, I will let you know that I'm done. And if you have any questions or you want to share experience, you're free to do that. And please include everyone. Okay, please include all your family members, your pets, people you work with, people you don't like, especially those you don't like. Okay, idea is to change the way people think, the way they do things, the way they are around you, to change the environment, to change and bring harmony and unity. Okay, so please include everyone for the healing. If you can't lay down, guys, you can sit comfortably as well. Okay. And what else was I going to say? All right, all my healings are in the announcements, guys. If you're new to this group, please go through all of the videos I've posted there from the beginning, because all of them share information as well as have healings in them. All the healings are done remotely like this, guys. So whenever you do the healing, it will work. Use the healings. That's why they are there. Okay. Also, the healings You don't need, if you have people who don't believe in this and you need to help them wake up, you can play them on mute. Just put the healing on mute. They don't need to hear it or see it. Just play it around them, play it in your home, play it at work, wherever you think you need help changing the environment and changing how people think. Please, please use them, okay? I do it for free. I don't charge anyone anything. They're there on YouTube as well as our group. So please use the videos as often as you need, guys. Repeated use of it, okay, is gonna change. You will feel the change. So please do that. You're welcome, Tatiana. All right, guys. So give me a couple more minutes and we'll get started, okay? Just trying to find the music here.
If you paid less for auto insurance,
So it's just a regular magnet. I'm going to show you what it is. It is pretty strong, okay? These, I believe, this one was, so this has both the sides, as you can see, okay? And this came from India, guys. My mom tends to bring a lot of stuff from India that is good for health. A lot of stuff is Ayurvedic. So this was actually, she got me a set of 2. So I use this for my water, and you can also use it to put food on. But water, because we drink quite a lot in my family, we use a lot of water. There's not really much we drink, as in the kids hardly do any milk. Like usually it's only with cereal, and they do a lot of juice, which I make at home, and then it's water. So all of us have like big things of water with us at night, and during the day we're like water people. So I have this, I have for my kid, she has for her water, and then I have for me. And so this is what I use. I just put the bottle, I'll put the bottle on top like this, and it sits on it all day and night. It sits on it. So you can probably find them in stores here too. You just have to look, and maybe they have them online too. So just check. Magnet therapy, guys, I don't know if you guys know about it, but that's another way to heal yourself. Magnet therapy, she also got sets of, and I don't have it here with me right now, but like belts and stuff you can use for your knees, for your back, for your wrist, all kinds of different things that you can use for your head, like if you have a headache. So that's another way you can heal yourself too. Magnet therapy is great for a lot of different things as well. Louise, you're welcome, honey. Hi, Gina. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get started, guys. We're gonna breathe in with our nose, hold to a count of 4, and release with our mouth. We'll do 3, 4 of those, and that should help everyone relax. Okay. And like I said, you don't need to see me or hear me. So please put your device down and just relax. Okay. Explode within all of you as golden love light. Explode within all of you as golden love light. Explode in the surrounding areas, all your family members, your homes, all your pets, everyone and everything. I explode within you all and everything around you. As golden love light, I explode within all of Gaia and within her. In Earth, I explode across all dimensions, timelines, all galaxies, universes, the entire cosmos. I explode as golden love light. I explode as golden love light. Explode everywhere as golden love light. I am that I am. I explode within you all as golden love light, releasing everything within you and your surroundings, all family members, pets, and everything on Gaia and all of cosmos. I release all and everything that does not serve you and the highest good of all. I disconnect you from the inverted matrix and trauma, releasing your fears, sadness, sorrow, pain, misery, anguish, anger, frustration, jealousy, hatred, all and everything that is controlled by power, greed, evil, dark, guilt, shame, remorse, loneliness. I release all of it, all entities, energies, beings, attachments, AI, all and everything that is demonic and dark, archons, draconian beings, evil reptilians, evil Orions. I release all negative energy beings. I release. I release all dis-ease, illness, discomfort, and pain. I release all of it. I release all of it. I explode everywhere. Through all of creation, I explode everywhere. Everywhere I explode as golden love light. I am that I am. I flood you with golden love light, healing your cells, organs, bodies, soul, reincarnations, past lives, present lives, future life, across all dimensions, all timelines, throughout Gaia, all galaxies, universes, all timelines in the cosmos. I explode everywhere, healing everything, healing all of creation, bringing everything to complete and vibrant health and balance. I activate your 13 strand DNA. I activate everything within you. I activate all your chakras, turning all the chakras to heart chakra, flooding everything with golden love light, shielding and protecting. Where love light exists, only love light exists. I connect your lower chakras to the heart, activating everything. I awaken your heart, your throat, your third eye and your crown. Awaken, it is time for you to see the truth. And know love light. Speak and spread the truth, love light. I surround you and I shield you. I create a bubble, a golden love light shield around you, a permanent shield, protecting you from all and everything. I flood you with love, light, joy, bliss, happiness, ecstasy, kindness, compassion, confidence, strength, and courage. I explode within you as golden love light. I bring you sovereignty, freedom, harmony, unity amongst all family members and all of creation and all the collectives, all the kingdoms, all of creation. Across all dimensions and timelines. all through the galaxies, universes, and the entire cosmos. Oh. Alright, guys, I just finished. If you're laying down, please don't get up too fast, okay? Just in case you get lightheaded. You're welcome, Sharon. Welcome, Lena. Welcome, Kelly. That's why I tell people not to get up too fast if they're laying down because you can't get dizzy. Hey, Lori, welcome, honey. Welcome, Rose. Welcome, Tatiana. Bernadette, I hope you didn't miss it, honey. But if you did, go ahead and do the replay of it, okay? I don't know if you're here the whole time or not. I know you said you might not be able to be there for the whole thing. Oh, you were there. Okay, good. You're welcome, honey. Oh, that's perfect. I'm glad you didn't miss it. Guys, if you do miss the healings, please just go do replays of them after, okay? And if you're trying to get a hold of me and you can't, just go take one of the healing videos and just play that thing until you feel better, okay? Because there are times that I'm not able to do healings like every day, and I think the last one I did this time was almost like 4 days ago. What the heck did I do it? Today's Thursday. Yeah, I think it was over the weekend. So it has taken, it's taken me almost 4 days to come on board, come on and do this. So please just make sure that you're using the healing videos because they really do work. Okay, guys. You're welcome, Gina. Just use the videos, guys. They work. Okay, if you need a healing and you can't get a hold of me, just put a video on, lay down and let it do its thing. Okay, a lot of the times is because we've been out and about and we've brought home something with us. It could be negative energy somebody brought in, right? It can be all kinds of different things. So we need that, or you're just stressed about something, or you're going through something and you need help just to even like relax and get to a state of where you're feeling better, right? So Laurie, yeah, so this is basically is stuff that is attached to you, and what you're talking about is exactly what this AI that I talk about, or like attachments or entities that are attached to us. That's what they are like, guys. So I think I might have talked about this in a past video where I said you explode yourself into golden light and you see this dark stuff just come out of you and leave. Okay, this is what I tell you guys when to shield. And so when I'm doing the healings, that is what I am trying to get out of you guys. All the entities and attachments and all whatever is there that does not belong to you or is not for your highest good is what we're trying to get rid of. So yeah, that's great. We got rid of a lot of stuff we didn't need, right? Because you know that spider webs and spiders per se are a lot of bugs. I want to show you guys this. I have not cleaned it because I feel like I'll show you something that happened, and I think I talked about this um, in one of my videos. But bugs, guys, bugs are a way that they come to us, and spider webs especially are supposed to be like spiders, okay? Because you know that those of you guys who can actually see, right? You can actually see spiders. Now, you might be like, what the heck? But I want to show you something that happened to my doors. This was overnight, guys, okay? So when I woke up in the morning, I was told that they came to attack. So watch, look at this. I don't know if I can get it close enough. And I didn't take it off because it's like a purge for me. Do you see them? It's like my door is full of these little bugs, and they usually come, and this is how they attack. And sadly for them, I destroyed them. This is what they're like. Oh, I'm like, what the heck? Like I woke up in the morning, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what is this? And they're like, they came to attack you, and you destroyed them. And I have had, what they call psychic attacks. So I have had them happen at night, and that is just one door I showed you. I have two other doors like that with bugs on them that are dead, like that. And it was literally overnight. Okay, I woke up and I went and I'm like, what the heck? What is this? And they were like, this is how they come. So now they are coming in my room. They get brought here as bugs, so they'll come, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And they're like, you need to get rid of it, right? So I literally have to kill the thing to get rid of it, okay? If I don't, that thing follows me. So there was a night we had 4 bugs on the ceiling, okay? All looked identical, and they were together. So I'm like, what is this? Why at night, and why? Like, it's up in the ceiling. Who the heck wants to get up and like try to, get rid of it? They're like, you need to kill them. I'm like, I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up to kill that, right? Well, guess what? The next night I'm cleaning dishes. The thing comes and falls on the dish. Okay, one of the bugs came, fell on the dish, and next thing I'm like, what the? And the next thing is in the sink. And they're like, we told you to kill it. You didn't do it. So here it is. Okay. Next night, I walk out of I have this screen door, but they're those that open and close themselves, right? I walk out, 2 identical spiders, this big. So the spider itself, the body is this small, but then, the legs and everything, they're like this big, right? On those screen panels, right? I look at them and I'm like, what? And they're like, kill it. You need to kill those, right? I didn't do it. So one fell on the deck. I go in the house. The other one was on me. And I brought it in, and it fell on the floor. And I'm like, what the I was like, what? And they're like, kill it. The other one that I hadn't killed, guess what? The next night, something is making me go out there. Okay? I open the door and I go out. I open this, it's like a net screen thing. I open it, I go out, it's on that screen. They're like, it has come. You need to kill it. I'm like, what the heck? So anyway, I killed that. Yesterday, I'm in my car, this bug jumps out. Okay? And I'm like, where the heck did this come from? Right? They're like, you have to kill that. I'm like, I'm not looking for that bug now. Forget that. Well, guess what? This afternoon it's on my window. Same bug. They're like, what did we tell you? And I'm like, oh shit. They're like, kill it. I kill it. I have it in a napkin. I kill it. And I'm like, where do I put this? In the trash? They're like, no. I'm like, throw it outside? They're like, no. I'm like, what do you want me to do with it? They're like, flush it in the toilet. So I'm like, okay. They're like, every time you kill a bug, you flush it in the toilet. It needs to go away from this house. So this is something that I want you guys to be aware of, that a lot of them will come as bugs. And I, in the beginning when I started waking up and well, when they came and they told me who I was, and I said, where are my weapons? I was like, where are my weapons? If I'm that powerful, damn, where are my weapons? I need to wipe some bad people away. Anyway, they're like, you don't need weapons. This is a time of love light. So you don't need weapons, okay? So they told me that we bring them to you like this because it's easier to kill them, right? They're like, if they come to you as a big ass alien, what are you gonna do, right? And the weapon is what, guys? Our weapon is love light. Remember that. The most powerful weapon we're using right now. Because with that you can get rid of anything and everything. So this is what it is. Laurie, yeah, it's the same. It happens especially when we're waking up and they know how powerful we are. You understand, because you are powerful and your love light is so damn strong, and if you allow it, they'll harvest, right? So you always want to shield for that reason. And those who are waking up and they're not aware can be harvested without them realizing it. This is why when I get somebody come to me and say, I feel like there's something stuck to me. There are many people who come and they want healing, and they'll say, I feel like there's something stuck on my back, or there's something stuck on me. I can feel it. It's crawling up, and that stuff needs to be removed. This is because they know that. And remember, the feminine is the one that gets harvested a lot more than the masculine, because of what we are and who we are, and because we hold the home of creation. Because creation is exactly that, guys. It is the creation part that is being hijacked, isn't it? All over and over. So this is what this is. So always shield. This is why I tell you guys, shield, clear your spaces. Remember to shut mental channels. If you're somebody who can channel and you're channeling the wrong beings, just shut those mental channels. You don't want the wrong beings coming through. Always put the intention to only be surrounded by beings or energy that is positive energy, coming from source, unconditional golden love light. Okay? Because everything else is nothing. This is what works. So always do that. and protect everything and everything you have. You know what? Explode everything with golden love light. See everything with gold. Just do it. Trust me, it works. All right, because that's the way to protect, shield yourselves, your children, your family members, home, cars, towns. Do the whole thing. Buildings. It doesn't matter where you are. Do it, because when you do that, you are changing the energy in that space. You're changing how people think. You're changing the entire mood of that whole environment, where you are, the building or the people or wherever you are. It changes it. So always, do that. And like I've told you guys, play the videos on mute wherever you feel you need it. Just put the thing on and let it do its thing. And especially the ones on YouTube. I have a couple that are very, very short videos, just healing videos. You can just put those, and they're very strong healing videos. You just put those and let them do, and put them on repeat. Who the heck cares? Let it play forever. Because imagine how much of a change it can bring. And imagine if everything changes and is better. Yes, you did, Onessa. You have to do a replay, honey. Sharon, I have 2 dogs, so no, I don't need cats. I don't need cats, honey. I'm actually okay with the 2 dogs. Pets are a lot of work. That's all I'm gonna say. I know they are our guardians and they are angels. Cats are angels and dogs, I believe, are guardians. So, but regardless of, it's just how things are. And I'll tell you, they do attack, guys. They do come and attack as insects. So just be careful in your homes too. If you see cobwebs, clean up that stuff. If you see weird looking bugs and stuff, kill. Like the 2 spiders on the thing, that was like, I have not seen spiders like that before. So I was like, what the heck? Like perfect spiders, guys. Okay? Completely perfect spiders. It almost looked like they could be like plastic, like rubber spiders. It looked like that. That's how perfect they were. Like a round in the middle and then the legs all around. It was really weird. And I'm looking at them. It's like one here, one there. And I'm like, what the heck? They're like, you need to kill that. You get rid of it. So yeah. Yeah, the cats are angels, guys. So they will guide you guys. They will protect. And dogs are guardians. They are guardians because they're always there. They're always supporting and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing good. Any questions or anything before I call it a night, guys? Is everyone doing good? If you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, guys, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share it away. Let's get me to 1,000 subscribers or more, so that we can start doing live videos there as well. YouTube has a limit of how many subscribers you have for you to do live videos. I can't go live on there yet because I don't have that many subscribers. I know I never really pushed my YouTube channel when I started the group. I wish I had, but I never really pushed it. So I'm asking you guys to help me spread this. And please, 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 let's get it to a place where we can start doing videos there as well, okay? Alright, guys. Yeah, I do share it. Uh-huh. I have a good collection of crystals, and this is just, I'll just show you a small, this is something I have here on my table. My end table is actually, as you can see, you see it? So my end table is like a little And then I have a bunch underneath my bed, and I have a bunch on the other side. So I have like all kinds of crystals happening everywhere. It's like you can never really have enough crystals, right? Yeah, it's like an altar. I created that, and it has I've tried to get practically everything on it. It has nature, it has all the crystals. I have a bird. I have trees. I have wood. I have animals. Yeah, pretty much Gaia, and the ether. So thank you, Rose. Yeah, I sleep with some under my pillow. I have some under my bed. The four corners of my bed have quartz, and there's some underneath me where I sleep. I have them in a line. They're right underneath where I sleep. I have some there, and then I have others that are spread around in the room, and so yeah, I have them many places. My kids are the same. My kids' rooms have. Oh my God, both my kids have like crystals arranged everywhere, and my older one actually is funny. She's so silly. Not silly, but she actually had a YouTube channel. She's not very active on it anymore. But I tell her you need to go back on there because she has so much knowledge of things that even some things like I don't know. She knows about cleansing, and she knows about, oh my goodness, all kinds of things. Like she has books on them, and she reads about it, and she knows, like, she has her own knowing too, which kind of blows my mind. She started when she was like 13. The channel, I think she started 4 years ago, so 12. She was about 12 when she started her YouTube channel, and she also started channeling at that age. So she's already very connected to um, everything, I should say. And that's when she started her YouTube channel and everything, and she has some really good videos on it too. I just She just never followed through with it, but she has some really good like crystal videos and other different videos she's done. She actually did some last year, and then she got off and, excuse me, hasn't gone back on. I keep telling her though she needs to, because like I said, she just has so much inner knowing of her own, which is amazing for her age. Anyway, you guys all doing good? Is it okay if I call it a night? Lori, yes, I know. It's great because you don't have to like worry, isn't it? It's like that they're being guided and always shielded and protected. They always that they have guardians always there with them, which is great. Yeah, it's a very thin lip. I don't know where I would put it. I probably have to hang it from up top. But you know what it is? I'll tell you, this is funny because I know it hasn't happened recently, but when I was waking up and when I was going through integration is when I used to get attacked, and there was a couple times I got attacked where those in Harry Potter they show those gray black things that fly in the air, whatever they're called. Anyway, they things like that would come, and they would try to attack me. But the thing is, see, the thing was this: I might have not admitted to myself and to everyone who I was, okay? Because for the longest time I didn't want to own up to who I am, right? So even though I didn't own up to it, how powerful I am, I already knew. So when they try to do that, when they try to attack me, I literally would be like, all right, game on. I'm all for it. Let's go for it. Let's see what you can do. Like that kind of thing, right? So I literally just would like get rid of them. Like they wouldn't last. Even though they tried, uh, it wouldn't work. And they know that they cannot. They know that they cannot, win with me. So this is why, when the doors, this is when the doors, the thing happened. I woke up in the morning and I'm like, what the? And they're like, yep, you destroyed a lot of them last night. So this is, it's just how it is. Lori, you're welcome, honey. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'm not sure. Today's Thursday. Friday. All right, I'm gonna give it a try and see if I can do one tomorrow night. Might not work out. Maybe I'll try an early one. We'll see. I have to go pick up an RV. I actually bought an RV. So I have to go pick it up tomorrow. So I have to go and drive somewhere for it. So it's a little bit of a distance, but I'll figure it out. If I can, I'll try get on. If not, then we'll have to wait till the weekend. So if you don't hear from me, if you are looking for a healing, guys, just go replay any of the videos, okay? And just play them continuously, guys. If you have issues in your family members or in the family, if things are going wrong, please put the videos on and just play them repeatedly. Trust me, you will feel the difference, okay? I have done this and people have used them and they can tell you, I mean, it works. They work, okay? So please use them. All right, guys, I will connect with you guys hopefully in the next couple days or so. Don't forget, every place you go, I flood this space with golden love light from source, and so it is. Also, go through announcements. There's many tools. If you're new to the group, many tools in there that you can use for your awakening and your ascension. And also share the videos out. Please share the videos out. I've told you guys, I don't really see anyone sharing, so please do that. If you don't share, I'm going to charge you $10, okay? Everyone who doesn't share is going to pay me $10, guys. So start sharing those videos. All right, guys, love you guys. Sending you guys tons and tons of love light. Kisses until I see you guys again, okay? Take care.